Alright, so in this video we're checking out this new build with these new RCinPower 1404 4680 kV motors, and these are from their new GTS V3 line. Comes in this red color, and the other one's like the teal and purple color. Put on this new build here. This frame I talked about earlier. This is the AlfaRC 3-inch single bottom plate, 3mm thick for the O3 air unit, and I went with a naked O3, as you can see here, with the flywheel kit. If you missed that video on the kit, leave me a comment below and I'll send you a link to that video. And I built it with the T-Motor F7 all-in-one. This is the 45 amp version, and I did a video on this one as well probably a year ago. So if you want to see a link to that video, let me know in the comments and I'll send you that link. This is meant for the full-size camera, so I did not take apart the camera, just put it in there as is without taking it apart, but I wanted to shave a little bit of weight with the naked kit to get that weight down a little bit. And yes, it is a single bottom plate, 3mm thick, probably okay for most crashes, but I bought a bunch of these just in case I do break an arm. I can just replace the bottom plate pretty easily. I picked these up in the AliExpress Black Friday sale, about, I think it was $6 something. It was pretty cheap. I bought 4 of them for like $30, tax included, so I'm not too worried about if I break something. I can always just swap out the bottom plate. No, not a big deal. So certainly better than picking up a 3-inch frame for like $80. And yeah, sure, it might have swappable arms, but it's $80, so this is definitely a bargain. In terms of the Betaflight PIDs, it's just the UAV Tech micro preset. It's like 2 to 4 inch, and I didn't touch anything. I do have the RPM filter turned on for the PID tune, and it turned out that I didn't have to touch anything in terms of the PIDs. I just flew it out of the box, or basically just stock whatever that preset is. I really didn't adjust anything, and it flies really well, surprisingly well on this setup here. So in terms of the build, pretty easy peasy, nothing really that notable to talk about. Getting it up and running on the latest Betaflight is really easy these days with the presets. So let's get right to talking about the motor here. And yeah, there's a lot of 1404 motors out there. A lot of bind flies from like 2.5 inch to 3 inch to 3.5 inch are centered around this motor. So there's a wide variety of them. There's been a number of them come out over the years, and they've changed here and there. There's definitely, I've flown a lot of them, so they definitely have their kind of interesting characteristics. Obviously, the build characteristic is going to play a part in how the motor feels and how it performs. So I thought it would be best to compare it to something pretty similar that I've flown recently. This is the Icon 3. And this one's a totally different type of frame, obviously replaceable arms. If you missed this video, I will link this one in the video description, or you can leave me a comment and ask me, and if I forget, and then I'll reply with the link to this video. It's in my micro playlist if you want to look it up. It's not that long ago, maybe like about a month ago as well. Full-size air unit on this one here, but this has a 1404 motor as well. This is the brother Hobby 1404 4600 kV, so pretty similar kV, and a similar gem fan 3-inch propeller. The weight is a little bit different, so that's going to play a part in terms of how it feels. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. My custom build here is kind of on the lighter side, and we're coming in at 137 grams, and then the Icon 3 here is going to be a little bit heavier, 153 grams, so it's about 16 grams heavier, and that does play a part in sort of how it flies. And the biggest takeaway for me, at least on my build here on these RCinPower motors, is that the low end of the throttle is much more responsive. I have a feeling that the 16 grams of lower weight plays a part in that, so that you have to kind of, sort of judge these characteristics kind of based on the build and what's in it. If you look at the flight footage of both of these, you can go back and look at this one. It looks identical, because the PID tune on here is really good as well as on here, so you don't see anything weird. And they both feel pretty locked in. I just noticed that the throttle feel, I just felt like I have a little more throttle resolution on the bottom end of the throttle on the RCinPower motor. The Brother Hobby motor, I think, has overall a lot more power. So especially in the upper end of the throttle range, 75% and above, if you're doing a lot of full throttle punch outs, you're going to probably like the Brother Hobby motor more. Although it is, I think, not as efficient as the RCinPower motor. So if you're kind of more looking for a more efficient motor, I think the RCinPower motor is going to be more efficient than the Brother Hobby. Obviously, there's probably I think I just did a rough count of just basic searches on Amazon and AliExpress on 1404 motors, and I counted about 30 different kinds of motors out there. So obviously there's no way for them going to go and get 30 motors and do 30 builds and compare every single one of them. Just going to talk about these two sort of head to head. So I think that if you're more like a drag racer type of flyer where you just love being on the throttle, just going crazy, but you don't care about your battery or your flight time, the Brother Hobby motor is probably it. If you're more, want a little more control in your flight, maneuvers, more precise maneuvers, more efficiency, probably RCinPower motor is going to be better for you. So kind of drawing some real generalities here. Every pilot's different and what they want is going to be a little different. So again, take the kind of with a grain of salt. But if you look at how these both fly in the flight footage, as I've said in many videos, flight footage is kind of worthless. They look the same to me. I'm just trying to explain to you how they feel in terms of the differences, in terms of what I felt when I was flying both of these. Now, obviously, doing builds these days, if you're an experienced builder like me, pretty easy to do. I put this one together in a couple of hours. Obviously, if you don't like to build, then going the bind and flight route is definitely the way to go. And this one is a really good one. I would recommend the 3-inch Icon from Avion RC. So not a whole lot more to talk about here. In terms of what else I felt from this motor, nothing bad. I mean, it just all around felt like a good motor, good power, good controllability, pretty good efficiency in my opinion. And I did fly it on a 4S660. I think if you're going for more flight time, maybe go to a 4S850. But I think a 4S around 550 to 650, maybe as much as 700 is probably the sweet spot for a 3-inch on a 1404 motor around this weight. So if you're wondering what kind of battery to get to fly this, and that'll give you roughly, I think in this case I got around a 4-minute to 4.5 minute flight. So anyway, gonna leave you with the flight footage. I'll end the video here. Link to the motor, the RCinPower motor, will be down in the video description. And again, if I overlook something here, you want to see a link to another video I made in the past, let me know in the comments and I'll try and help you out. That'll do it for this video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.